Hello, welcome back to Going Walkabout. Today I'm going to do one last improvement before the version 1.1 goes into the App Store. There's been one thing that from the beginning of the project has been bothering me, and those are the Eureka forms I've been using. I use them since the beginning of the project and I really like them. It's a really easy way to make forms, but they do not always look at best. In my case, they don't fit very well with the overall style of the project. What I wanted to do is to give the table, because they're based on tables, a different look. Now they use the group table view and I want to use the new option, the inset group. So I went out and go and change that. And it's actually quite easy if you have the right setup. So here we have a storyboard for the table view. This is the table that is used for the form, and if we would run this, and let's run it, I can show you how the form is looking. It's like a table and a very common form the way it is. Here we have the simulator. It starts and we go to the settings. So we have a nice form here, the way you're very familiar with forms in iOS. But I wanted to change something. What I wanted is not to use the style groups, so the table view in the storyboards, but I want to have the inset groups. And now if we run it again, it already looks a lot nicer. Or at least not nicer or uglier, but it fits better with the overall style of my whole project. There we go, and now we fit. And now we nicely see this fitting inside the inset groups, and this just matches better with the rest of the product. If you see here, we have the cards, and here we have the cards. So this is what I wanted to achieve. It's easy because it's just one setting in the overall table view, but you do not always have the table view, because in this situation here, in this view of the form, we have the view, the save area with the table view. But if we go down here, and that is lower here to my email view, it looks different because I have a view and a save area and there is no table view. So there's no way I can set the setting for the inset group thing. So from code it's not possible to do because it's an option that you need to set when the table is created. And if you use storyboards, the table is created when the storyboard is instantiated. So we need to fix it here. And the way to do that is we just need to add a table. So we choose a table view, we throw that on here. Now we should set the constraints the way we want to have it. In this case it is fairly easy. We just make it full screen like this. Now we can add some constraints. So these constraints, of course, we can set them all to 0. And that is done. And now we have the table view, but we can set it, but it will not work. We set it to inset groups because there's one last thing we need to do. We need to go here and then to the settings, because we still need to connect the table view, as we can see it here, the table view, actually with the actual table view in the storyboard. Otherwise it's not used. And now we have connected it. So now if I click here on the table view, we also see that it is connected, and now we have the option to set it to groups. So let's go and run this again. And this is the change email form that we just adjusted, and you will see the result. Takes a little bit of time, of course. And there we go. So we go to the settings. That's the form we saw earlier. We go to the change email. And the funny thing is, it's not always going correctly immediately the first time. This is an old one, and this is how it should be. Now, the trick that I did the last time, and let's see if it works again, it was just stopping it and running it again. See what is the result now. Email, and it's still not the way we want to have it. So there must be something else that I forgot here, that we need to figure out first what can be the reason of that. So we connected the table properly to the table view. We also set it to grouped. We might want to change our custom setting here. It's the table view. And see what happens now. Run it again. There's the view, there's the settings, and the email, and it's still not the way we want to have it. And it might have to do with the background color here of the table, because we have the system background and we should use here the group view table background. And now, again, we go to the view, the email, and there we go. Now we have the form the way we want to have it. So as you saw, it was a little bit of live troubleshooting, but let's do it one more time on the change email form. So on this form, the way, or the change password, it looks now like this. That's this form. So the first thing we now do is we set the table view on it. Table view, we put the table view on top. We resize it so that it fits the whole screen. We set the constraints. At the constraints, we go to the table view. We need to set the background of the table view here to the group table view background. And we need to set our, on top here, the style to inset grouped. The inset we do custom because it's a little bit nicer if we make this 0, and I'll show you in a second what it is. And there's one important thing we need to do here. We need to go and link the table view here to, there's the table view, to the actual table view. That's it. Stop. We rebuild. And now we should have a nice form to change the password. Simulator, the settings, the change password, and it's not the way we want to have it. So what did we do wrong? We have this twice. We connected the table view. We set it to inset group. We forgot to properly set the background because we need to set it to the group table view. And now we run it again. So we have the simulator again, we go to the form, to the password. And yes, now we have the form the way we want to have it. So what you see, it is very simple to make the forms a little bit nicer, or at least in my case, to fit them a little bit nicer with the rest of the product. And for me, it was important to get this done. It's done now. I showed you how to do it. It's quite simple if you know how to. And if not, you have seen also a little bit of troubleshooting. And it's the last thing for me to do. So the next step is get it ready for the App Store and publish it. I hope you liked this video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, wait for the next one because it might be better for you. I'll thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.